Hello, 5th Intermediate. How are you today? Well, first of all, congratulations to all of you who have sent the activities and to those of you who have taken part in the photo. It's very important that you take part because it's kind of being in class, physically being in class. Well, today we're going to start learning something new. So I would like you to go to the class book, page 32, unit 3, and there you will find a title that says Gerunds and Infinitives. So here I have a small chart in which I'm going to try to explain to you what we are talking about. Each time we talk about the infinitive of a verb, we refer to the root form of the verb, the root, la raíz. The root of a verb, that is the infinitive of a verb. In this case, the infinitive with to. And some people say that when do we use the infinitives? When we talk about actions that are unreal, abstract actions, or actions in the future. The best way to learn the infinitive is to study the verbs. How do we study the verbs? We have to practice them, to put them into practice, to learn them by heart, by memory. So when are we going to use the infinitive, that is the verb plus to, plus the word to? After certain verbs, for example, agree, appear, arrange, attempt, decide, accept, fail, hope, need, offer, promise, refuse, want, wish. I wanted to meet him, or I don't know, I need to buy a book. I promise to study this year. Yes, that is the first usage of the infinitive. Another usage, after verb plus object combinations. Advise, to give advice. I advise you to study hard. My parents allow me to go to the disco. The teacher encourages me to take part in the photo. I don't know, persuade. Persuade means to convince. Tom persuaded Mark to buy that t-shirt. Recommend. I recommend you to listen to Lady Gaga's songs. You have here an example. I asked him to come. Here you have the verb. Yes, in this case in the past. The object, that is a person, and the infinitive, to. When else do we use the infinitives? When we talk about certain adjectives, after adjectives, that are connected to feelings. Anxious, eager. When you are eager, you want something very much. When you are delighted, you are very, very happy because of something. So, I'm sorry to be a nuisance. I'm anxious to return to school. I'm eager to listen to you. Yes? When else do we use the infinitive? After certain adjectives that express probability. For example, certain, likely, possible. Is it necessary to go there? I'm likely to pass all the subjects this year. Is it possible to return to school in June? Yes? Okay, so the infinitive is the root of the verb, la raíz. Generally, after the infinitive goes the word to. And these are all the verbs that use this structure. What is a gerund? Well, the first thing that you have to know about the gerund is that it is not the present continuous. Yes, it is connected with the ing form, but it's not a verb. When do we use the gerund? For what kind of actions? For actions that are real, concrete, completed. Yes? The ing form is the verb form with the ing suffix. Esta ing que le agregamos al gerundio es un sufijo. Sufijo es la parte de atrás de la palabra, lo que la termina. No tiene nada que ver con la forma del presente continuo ni del pasado continuo. So remember, actions that are real, complete, concrete. When do we use them? The gerund, after certain verbs. Avoid. He avoided drinking too much alcohol. He considered studying engineering in the future. Imagine all the people living in a wonderful world. Resent, risk, postpone, stand. I enjoy shopping. Bear is to tolerate. I hardly bear, listening to Bad Bunny. I'm involved in helping the poor. Yes? After certain prepositions, is he still interested in dancing? And subjects and complements. Subjects son sujetos de la oración. Gambling is a waste of time. Gambling is when you play for money, when you bet, cuando apostás. Gambling. What really gets on my nerves is singing out off tune. Here is off tune, not if tune. You have to correct that. Yes, what really gets on my nerves, that is what I really detest, is singing out off tune when you don't sing properly. So the gerund is the ing suffix with the verb, but nothing to do with the present continuous. Remember that. Okay, so you will see that some verbs only accept the infinitive with the to word, some other verbs only accept the gerund, but some verbs share both structures. They are very generous. Which are those verbs? Stop, remember, forget. When you forget, you don't remember. You miss something. Regret. When you regret, you repent. And when you go on, you continue. With these verbs, both the infinitive and the gerund are accepted. Have a look at this. Future action. Remember to pick up your dry cleaning. First, remember, then pick up. Okay. And you also have the possibility of using the gerund with the verb remember. I remember visiting my great-grandmother. First I visited my grandmother, then I remembered. So both are accepted. With other verbs like, love, and hate, they express feeling, preferences, or when you don't like something, or you don't love it, you detest it. Have a look at this. Occasional action. I hate to interrupt you, but there's a phone call for you. I like dancing. Here you would have said, I hate dancing. Yes, if it is spontaneous action, occasional, you can use the infinitive with the word to. And when it is something that you feel like that, you detest, you hate, you don't like, you can say, I hate dancing. Both are correct. Well, I hope that this is clear. So what are you going to do now? If you have a look at the book, you have the explanation with the chart, gerunds and infinitives. Then you have to study the grammar table. Match examples 1-6 to the uses AF. Yes, so you try to do it. I'm going to help you with number 1. We use gerunds after certain verbs, for example, like, love, enjoy, hate, prefer, stop. I'm in exercise number 1. Which sentence from the chart corresponds to this rule? We use gerunds after certain verbs like, love, enjoy, hate, prefer, stop. So I go to the chart. So this rule corresponds to sentence number 3. They prefer dancing to their favorite songs. So, letter A goes with sentence 3. Have a look at sentence B. We use gerunds after prepositions. So I go back to the chart and I have a look at all the sentences again. We use gerunds after prepositions. So letter B goes with sentence number 1. They cheer themselves up by watching funny films. So sentence number 3 is A. Sentence number 1 is B. Have a look at sentence C. We use gerunds as the subject or object of a sentence. So I go back to the chart. Letter C corresponds to number 2. Smiling can show people that you are friendly. So sentence C goes with number 2. Okay, you do alone the infinitive examples and then you tell me. What else are you going to do? Apart from exercise 1. Exercise 2, choose the correct options. If you don't know which option to choose, try with both of them. First with number 1 and then with number 2. I help you with the first one. Here are some of your ideas for being happy. Spending or to spend time with my friends always makes me happy. Well, I don't know what to choose. So I try with number 1. Spending time with my friends always makes me happy. Or to spend time with my friends always makes me happy. In this case, the correct choice is spending. Yes? And you mark it or circle it or underline it. Okay, then you go to number 3. You have to complete the sentences with the verbs that you have in brackets. You do number 4. So page 32 complete. And then you go to page 33. There you will find a text, butane. Well, I want you to read the text. And I want you to think of a title, a creative title for that text. Not, of course, butane. You will have to share it in the foro de consultas. Please take part in this activity. Yes, you have time until next Thursday. And then I want you to do exercise number 1. You will have to add suffixes to these words. A suffix is the last part of a word, la terminación de la palabra. Beauty, beautiful. Yes, you have there, yes, some nouns. For example, danger, dangerous. Fame, famous. If you don't understand the words, you can go to page 43 from the class book and there you will have the list of adjectives. And then I want you to do exercise number 2 to complete with those adjectives all the sentences that you have there. Yes, well, I hope that this is clear. These exercises, you will have to do them some in the book, some in the folder. Pay attention to the video because there you have everything explained. And I will see you on Thursday, April the 23rd. In case you have any questions or you don't understand, you can ask me in the foro de consultas. See you. Have a nice day.